Hi, it's Shannon and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a requested video on my Stream Decks. And a Stream Deck essentially is a productivity device, and I think it was intentionally created for, well, streamers, hence Stream Deck. A lot of gamers like my son, like to play online and share their games. I think it's called a Let's Play where they play together. Oh boy. Not my world. So what I did is actually my husband found this for me, and I took the Stream Deck, actually two of them, and made it useful to me. It increases my productivity, makes my life easier on a day-to-day, minute-by-minute basis, to be honest with you. So first of all, this is a little extra, I admit. I used to have a writing station, which was just a computer where I solely did my writing. Now I've just converted my writing station area to my little art or studio center, and now I just write on one computer. So I took the additional mini Stream Deck that I had there. And what you see, it's probably easier to see on this white one. It has 15 buttons, and the mini has 6. I believe they even have a larger one, but I really like this size for my own purposes. And all these buttons that you see on here, they're illuminated from the back, which is great, and it's a pretty small device. This is probably about 6 inches wide by 3 inches tall by about 4 inches deep. And it just plugs in via USB. It's absolutely plug and play. And it comes with buttons that you can program very easily. And then I created all these icons myself in Photoshop. But you can, I'm sure, use other programs to create little icons. And you literally just drag and drop the icon into the software. I'll show you that in a moment. But first of all, how do I use this? What do I use it for? I use it to automate. I use it to open files up at a push of a button. I use it to open up back end or admin areas of my YouTube channel, of my Etsy shop. I use it to select music based on what I want to hear. I have different playlists. For example, this is the icon, just headphones, to symbolize my entire library of music, all my MP3s. If I'm writing, I only ever listen to instrumentals. And so my instrumentals will pop up with just a push of this little tea mug. If I am feeling like I need a pick-me-up or I want some fast-paced music that I love, I keep a folder where I keep some of my favorite upbeat music in, and that's what this little button does for me. If the phone rings or somebody calls me and needs me, one of my kids, my husband, and I'm in the middle of listening to music very loudly, which I am prone to do, and I need to mute things very, very quickly, yes, I could turn it down on my keyboard here with the little wheel, but for me it's just easier to reach over and push a button. So I created a mute button. Some of the other buttons here that I've automated, I live, work, and breathe in my download folder on my computer. I don't know why. I just do. That's where I keep all my active files that I access on a daily basis. And so I can open up that entire folder with just the push of this button. I have Etsy programmed, Facebook, Instagram. I don't do much on Facebook and Instagram at all, to be honest with you guys. I'm here on YouTube, and I'm pretty much YouTube solely. I do keep a Etsy shop. A shameless plug there. So I can click on this button and immediately be taken to the admin area of my Etsy shop. I've also programmed some of my, now I don't know if this is good piece of advice or not, but this is what I do. I've programmed in some of my passwords. And I have passwords for the international nonprofit that I work for. So if I need to log in to anything, a VPN, I can just click this button and it will automatically type in, without me having to push any buttons, the password and enter. And this one is the button if I need to fill in my own personal password for websites, whatnot. And then I have some of my favorite what do you call it? Favorite websites programmed in here as well. So it really is, for me, it just helps me be more efficient, and it's easier than painstakingly typing in some of these, case sensitive, alphanumeric, leet speak passwords. It increases my accuracy as well as productivity. Now, I decided to use the mini Stream Deck, and you can have two plugged in and usable at the same time, which is awesome. I thought that, oh no, I'm not going to have a use for this mini after I took apart my writing station, but aha, that's not the case. I've converted this one to solely be used for my writing. So it might be a little small to see, but I have KDP programmed here, which is how I publish books on Amazon. I have Draft to Digital programmed in here, and Barnes & Noble's Press, as well as one of my favorite writing podcasts, and the layout files, my InDesign files for the books that I'm currently working on. So while the white Stream Deck handles all of my, I don't know, how would you say, day-to-day stuff, my music, my passwords, my admin logins, this black one is solely for my writing. So, and let me give you a little size on this one. The black one, the mini, is about 3 inches wide by about 2 inches tall. By about 3 inches deep. And again, both are just USB plug-in. Now I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm actually going to use another software, and I'm going to show you on the screen exactly what the back end of the Stream Deck system or app looks like. So welcome to my desktop computer, my screen that I look at every day, almost all day. And what we're specifically looking at is the Stream Deck and the Stream Deck icon. And this is what it looks like over here on the right-hand side of my screen. I'm going to double click that. And when you get a Stream Deck and you plug in the USB into the port on your computer, it will literally walk you through the steps of installing, and using the software is exceedingly simple. Now, you'll recall I have 2 Stream Decks. I have the mini, which has 6 buttons, and then I also have the Stream Deck 2, which has 15. And just because it's a lot more colorful, we're going to look at that one to talk about how this works. And what you need to do is twofold. You need an icon. Well, I guess you don't really need an icon, but that's what helps you, differentiate what button does what. So essentially you want some kind of graphic or icon for each button, and then you need to know what you want that button to do, and you automate that. You set it up. And this software retains all that information every time you turn off the computer and restart it. It's just ready to go. It's awesome. And to automate that or set up each button to do something, you can use the steps or the tasks that are already set up for you over here on the right-hand side. And there's everything from, you can type in something specific yourself. They have multimedia, so if you want to press play, pause, that's what I did for this button here. I actually set it up to just play or pause. You can do anything you want. Again, my biggest thing that I've done that I use a lot is I use it to open up websites at the touch of a button. I don't have to use bookmarks. And I use the Stream Deck to automate or separate all of my music. For example, over the years, I have accumulated probably literally thousands of MP3s. And I listen to different kinds of music based on whatever task I'm doing. So if I'm writing, I only want to listen to instrumentals, and I have those in a separate folder, which I've named instrumentals. And I've set it up so that when I press this little teacup button, it automatically opens up that particular folder for me, and then I can pick whatever music, or I can do a select all and play. So literally, that is how it works. You're going to click on a button. Let's go over here. This one's not being used. So you click on a blank button, and down here it says drag an action from the right and drop it to any empty key above. So let's say I want to put a website here. I would look for the website button. Where is it? There it is. Over here on the right, and then I'd literally click, hold, and drag it. And you can see it comes up with an automated little globe icon on its own, but as you can see up here, I've created my own little icon so I can see at a glance. I'm a very visual person. And so I like to see logos, and it tells me at a glance what website that button will send me to. And then down here, you just type the URL and voila, it's automated. No need to save. The software saves it for you automatically. And as you can see, you don't even have to have all of the buttons used. I'm going to go ahead and delete this. You can only be using a few at a time. And I like that because it took me a while to fill up all 15 buttons on the larger Stream Deck. So depending on whatever your needs are, the mini is slightly less expensive than the second one, the larger one, if I remember correctly. I actually got both for Christmas. One for Christmas several years ago, and then just recently my husband got me the second mini. But there you have it. That is the Stream Deck software. It really is that simple. So there you have it. That's a look at both my Stream Decks, what they are, how you can get one, how you program it, and how you use it. Again, it's not necessarily a necessary tool, but it's certainly a fun electronic toy that I can personalize, and it helps me be more productive. I hope you've liked this video, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.